If you're a service-based business here in the DMV and you're still paying a marketing agency $2,000 to $3,000 a month to run ads for you, I'm gonna show you exactly how to stop doing that. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through the three-part Instagram system that can take you from completely invisible to showing up on your ideal client's phone every single day. This is the roadmap that most agencies don't want you to see because once you learn it, you don't need it. So let's dive into it. So this is the problem. You are invisible. You are not showing up where your prospects are scrolling. And so they are on Instagram every single day looking for your services. But if you don't show up in front of them, of course, you're not going to be able to get leads from Instagram. And so where most service business owners right now in the DMV are is here on the left side, what's working. You're doing good revenue, probably around $20,000 a month or more. Word of mouth is working. You have repeat clients and you have a solid local reputation. But here's what is not working because all of that is great, but look at what you're missing over here. And so you have no local Instagram presence, no daily visibility online, no inbound leads from social media, and you have zero control over your own marketing. And so here's what most business owners actually do because they see that that's the direction they want to go with their marketing is somewhere on social media, but they just don't know what to do. So here's what they do. They fall into what I call the agency trap. And so what this agency trap is you will pay a marketing agency $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and what they will do is just run the most boring generic ad for you. They have no local strategy, and you are just handing over your control to someone else. And then, more importantly, you're probably going to be working with a marketing company that is either one in a different country or they're going to be across the country. So they are going to be in the US, but if you're in the DMV, they're going to be in California or Washington or Oregon, or they're going to be somewhere in Florida. They're not going to be in the local area. And that's who you're handing your marketing and your money over to. And so before we get into the system of how to show you exactly how to get out of this trap, I want you to think about what your ideal client and who your ideal client really is, because this changes the marketing for you completely. And so, with the top three sections right here, your ideal client is a homeowner, a property manager, a local business owner. Literally, anyone, any ideal client that you could think of is on Instagram. So, these are just a few examples, but it's somebody who needs a service done and a service done right. And here's the thing, they are on Instagram every single day, scrolling reels, watching stories. They're not looking to be sold to, but they're looking and they're consuming content from the people that they trust. And so this is how they make decisions down here. They don't automatically go with the cheapest option. They go with the person they recognize and the person that they see consistently. And then when they see that person consistently, they're gonna already be like, okay, they feel familiar. And so that's how trust works, and that trust gets built before they ever pick up the phone. And so here's the opportunity. Most of your competitors are not showing up on Instagram consistently. That gap is yours to own right now. And the mistake that most business owners are making is they sit and they wait for referrals instead of putting themselves in front of the people who are already out there looking. And if we look down here at this quote, this is important. Your ideal client is not waiting to be sold to, they're waiting to be found by someone they already trust. That's what the system does. It makes you that person. So when we go back to talking about trust, they need to trust you before they reach out to you. And if they see you 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times and they're following you, and then they also just like the personality that you have, that's what will make somebody go with you rather than one of your other competitors. And so here's the actual system, and it's very, very simple. But there's three pillars. And so visible, convert, close. Those are the three pillars. And these are three pillars that work together to take you from invisible to fully booked. And all three have to be running. One without the other won't actually work. All three of these have to be running. So pillar one is get visible. You're going to run hyper local Instagram ads targeted by a radius around the DMV, zip codes, behaviors, and showing up in your prospects feed every single day. You want to do that for sure because as everybody knows, it takes 7, 8, 9, 10 times for somebody to see you to actually make a decision of if they want to go with you or not, or even if they want to respond to a message that you sent. So building your name recognition right in your market, and then here's a big thing. There's going to be no agency that is involved with this. You own this, and I teach you how to run this yourself. And then pillar two, convert with content. So most people will actually post promotional stuff and graphics and Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas and wonder why nobody engages. So what converts is educational content. You're answering the questions their prospects are already asking, and you're using stories to build trust daily. So by the time somebody reaches out, they're pre-sold. They feel like they already know you, and that's exactly what you want. And then the last thing is close with relationships. This piece nobody talks about, and it's super important because when someone follows you, when they engage with your content, when they watch your stories, when they like one of your posts, you reach out personally. A genuine DM at the right moment will move the follower to a phone call or to a in-person meeting. And then obviously that phone call or in-person meeting turns into a paying client. So look at the flow right here because again, it's very, very, very simple. So a stranger will see your ad, they'll follow you, they'll watch your stories, you reach out, and then they become a book client. That's the whole system. And when all three pillars are running, that happens consistently. So every week, every day, every month. And then going down here, this is just what the transformation will actually look like side by side. So before, you were invisible in your local market, you're dependent on referrals, only paying an agency every month with no control, inconsistent leads, and when someone does find you, they're cold. They're ice cold. They don't know you yet. That's why they're going and getting 5 other quotes, or they're looking at 5 other companies before they choose one because they don't know you yet. And then look at the after. So you're showing up on feeds daily. You get inbound DMs from people who are ready. And then also your marketing is fully in-house. You own your own strategy. And you just have a consistent, predictable pipeline. And your prospects arrive, which is one of the biggest things, arrive pre-sold. They've been watching your content for weeks before they ever reach out. And then this is what matters the most down here is this little quote right here, but your marketing knowledge is now an asset, right? It is an asset. It's not an expense. You don't hand money to someone else every single month. You own this and nobody can take it away from you. So that knowledge is just priceless. Now, if you're a service business owner out here in the DMV and you know Instagram is the direction you want to take your marketing, this is exactly what I help business owners with. The ad strategy, the content system, the relationship driven conversations, the whole thing. I work with business owners who are ready to go and know Instagram is the direction that they need to take their marketing. I don't want to work with anyone who is trying to negotiate for cheap marketing. I want to work with business owners who are willing to show up, post content, talk on stories, and are genuinely just trying to grow their business. So if that's you, then I want to talk to you. Go to my Instagram and send me the message DMV, and then we'll set up a time to talk. I'll put my handle in the description below as well. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Peace, y'all.